It's the NBA Cup this morning. In a few months, it's going to be the Eastern Conference, and we're going to be in the NBA Finals. Did you see the Knicks? Did you see Jalen Brunson? Did you see OG Anunoby? That's what I've been talking about, baby. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time before that curse from a championship drought spanning back to 1973 comes to an end. It's your boy, Stephen A. Go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go! Ah! Let's go! Whoa!
NBA Cup champion will be crowned tonight, done by Castle. Nice. The cutter! Oh! Wembanyama out of this world. He's on a heater!
That's not even fair.
And the lead is double figures for San Antonio. Shifting gears and switching hands. Wow. The Knicks have battled back from an 11-point deficit.
The way we were able to keep our composure when things were looking rough, it's a testament to our team.
The New York Knicks are NBA Cup champions.
Good morning. Welcome to First Take, everyone. Shay Cornett here with you. Mad Dog is back in the house. Missed you, buddy. Don't leave me hanging.
Thank you there, Shay.
There we go. There we go. Stephen A. He said he's going to be happy. He loves everyone. Let's keep that same energy for the next 2 hours. Let's see how long this
What's up, doggy?
Hello there, Stephen.
What's up, baby? What's up, baby?
He's all excited.
What's going on, man?
Oh.
What's going on, man?
Look at my
What's
name,
going
man.
on?
I haven't followed it.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. It's a beautiful morning. It's a beautiful morning, y'all. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go, because Mad Dog has not stopped rolling his eyes all morning long, so this should be fun. But Stephen A. should be excited. He really should, because the Knicks finally won a championship for the first time since 1973, just not the one they really want, at least not yet. The Knicks beat the Spurs 124-113 after a rally, 25 by Brunson, 28 by OG Anunoby. They win the third NBA Cup. Each player receives a cash bonus for winning the Cup, but more importantly, New York has now won 6 straight. Here they were after the win.
I mean, to win this, it means a lot. It's a stepping stone for our team. And, I mean, the way we were able to keep our composure when things were looking rough, it's a testament to our team. So, I mean, whenever there's something to be able to win, it's fun to try and go do it. So I'm happy for our team.
The Cup is special, and I think for us to be in a position to say that we won and we're the champions and to have this dope-ass shirt on with the Knicks saying champions is a humbling and an honor. So we're going to celebrate this one tonight. We're going to hold this Cup championship dear to our heart, and but, you know, now it's time to work on the second one.
That's right. Time to get back to work. Brian Windhorst is with us now to discuss what happened last night as well. But let's go back to Stephen A. because how excited do you think these Knicks fans should be this morning, Stephen A.? At your level?
It's orange and blue skies, Shay. It's orange and blue skies. Wendy knows it. Wendy feels it. You're just orange and blue skies. That's what we're talking about here, okay? This is step one. You got to crawl before you walk, all right? I mean, it's been since 1973 that the Knicks have had a reason to celebrate anything. In 1999, when you go to the finals, we knew there was no chance in hell they had a chance of beating the San Antonio Spurs with the Twin Towers. That was David Robinson and Tim Duncan. We knew better than that, you understand? But the bottom line is this. When you look at the New York Knicks and you looked at the vulnerability of the Eastern Conference with Jason Tatum out with the Achilles, with Damian Lillard gone from Milwaukee now after he tore his Achilles, with Tyrese Halliburton, the Knicks slayer, he's gone with an Achilles tear. The Eastern Conference looks vulnerable. Now, I will confess, the Detroit Pistons are no joke. I am not shoving them aside by any stretch. They are coming, and they want the Knicks bad. I get it, but to go up against the San Antonio Spurs with Wembanyama, who was on a minutes restrictions, by the way, and by the way, God bless him and his family. I heard that he heard before the game, yesterday morning that he lost his grandma. God bless him and his family. Certainly, we want to treat that with the seriousness that it deserves, and I'm quite sure he was playing with a heavy heart, obviously, and that warned him a little bit. But the bottom line is he's 7'5". There was a period in the third quarter, I'm like, my God, what can you do with this guy? Step back, jump shots, threes, or alley-oop dunks. I mean, it was just like, damn. But in the end, I'm excited about the Knicks, not just because of Brunson, not just because of OG Anunoby and his 28 points. One of the key things, Shay, Wendy can appreciate this. Doggy, you might try to not act like you don't appreciate it, but you can, since you pride yourself in being knowledgeable about point guards. Jalen Brunson had a turnover, okay? What does Mike Brown do? He goes to his bench and he brings in this cat Tyler Kolek, okay? And I'm looking at him and I'm saying, wait a minute, he didn't take Brunson out. He had an additional ball handler in there because he wanted to take some of the pressure off of Jalen Brunson because obviously Castle and those boys were trying to get up in him. I'm just saying stuff like that you're seeing that you know you wouldn't have seen over the last 2 or 3 years is a plus. So not only are you getting guys like a Josh Hart, like an OG Anunoby and others that's playing their hearts out, but you got Kolek over the bench. You got Jordan Clarkson, who's a bucket waiting to happen, one of the prolific scorers off the bench, you know, in the recent NBA era. And I'm looking at a level of depth that the New York Knicks have, how they're even more efficient offensively, and that gives me cause to get excited. Now let's pump the brakes and let's not act like we saw anybody that's on the level of OKC. I don't give a damn that they lost in the semis to San Antonio. OKC is the creme de la creme. They're the reigning defending NBA champions. They are an elite defensive team. They've got it all, and we understand that. But outside of them, I look at the New York Knicks and I say to myself, hey, there's nobody that they can't beat. And if OKC, who knows if somebody out west might possibly knock them off, even though I consider that to be highly unlikely. This is a morning to be very, very excited about the New York Knicks because finally we have a reason to celebrate something. And guess what? I think we're going to be celebrating a lot more, at least until the NBA Finals. That is my belief. It is what I stated before the season began, and I stand here today feeling very, very good about my prognostication. Orange and Blue Sky, Spike Lee, you hear me, baby? You hear me, baby? Tracy Morgan, you hear me, baby? You hear me, Fat Joe? Y'all hear me, y'all? Orange and Blue Skies, baby. Orange and Blue Skies. It's the beginning. DJ Clue, I know you out there. You hear me, bro? Orange and Blue Skies. Step 1 was last night.
Wendy, do you want to tone it down, or do you think that this excitement is warranted? What do you think?
I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased that Stephen A. is so excited about this. I'm very pleased that Spike Lee went all the way out to Las Vegas because, you know, I know what Dog's going to say. I know he's going to be the traditional old American sports fan and say that this doesn't matter, and if you don't win the trophy at the end, it doesn't matter. But this is the reason that the NBA Cup exists. This is why Adam Silver put it in, so that you had something else to compete for over the course of the 6-month season. And in the short history of the NBA Cup, we have seen teams that have performed well in the Cup that it has led to good things later in the same season. The Pacers 2 years ago make the run to an unexpected run to the Cup final. They ended up in the Eastern Conference Finals. Nobody thought that at that time. Last year, the Thunder reached the final and lose, but learned some lessons in that loss they ended up using in 2 Game 7s later in that season as they won the championship. And this could be very important. And also, Shay, I'm 47 years old. I have never woken up to a day when the Knicks can call themselves champions, even if it's the NBA Cup. And they will raise a banner. That's right, Mad Dog. A banner will go up into the rafters for the first time in decades at MSG. Yes, Mr. Smith, they put up the banner in LA when the Lakers won it 2 years ago. Yes, a banner will go up. That is correct. And that's in 30 years, when there's been 30 of these champs, you'll see it.
I'm a Knicks fan. I want to state for the record to both you and Doggy, I understand the banner going up, but we know the difference between that and the real banner, which is a championship banner. Okay. Let's not get ourselves. I'm just saying, I just want to know as a Knicks fan, I just want everybody to know we know the difference.
Somewhere Willis Reed and what?
But be a worldly fan in 2025 and understand there's nuance, Dog.
I do not understand it there, Brian. I apologize. Somewhere Walt Frazier and Willis Reed and Red Holtzman are saying, really? We're going to celebrate this stupid thing? This inauthentic creation to jazz up the regular season, which means absolutely nothing in the big picture. And by the way, last year the winner of the Challenge Cup were the Bucks, who crashed and burned in Indianapolis in the first round with Gary Trent throwing the ball all over the place. And then the year before, the Lakers, who got mauled by Denver. So the idea that this leads to something is a bunch of nonsense. And we're going to celebrate this with hats and banners, a Challenge Cup. This is like the World Baseball Classic, which I've always killed, by the way. I did with Ohtani and Trout, so I'm consistent. This is stupid. This is not authentic. You are not going to convince a Knicks fan. I'm surprised that Steve, who goes back to 69-70, who goes back to Carl Braun, for crying out loud, who goes back to Sweetwater Clifton. And you're going to sit there and tell me that this is something significant, a fabricated event when Wembanyama played 20 minutes? I mean, are we going to do this now? I mean, you must be kidding me. And then we're going to have, forget Spike, I love the guy. And I went to his movie. How about Charlemagne last night on a freaking FaceTime with Carl Anthony Towns? Timmy, all right, do a little research. Look up freaking Dean Meminger. And look at Game 7 against Boston in 1973 when they beat the Celtics in Boston. First time the Celtics ever lost a Game 7 at home. Look at that. That's Knicks basketball when they won their second championship. The idea that anybody thinks that this is important, boy, because it's December, we got to jazz up the regular season. This is inauthentic. You do not convince a serious sports fan about about something that's not authentic. And this is not authentic. And for you, Smith, I am shocked for you to sit there and start the show with Blue Skies and Spike Lee and then erase a banner. Are you kidding me? That's what Dick McGuire is. You can't be doing that.
I have nothing to do. I have nothing to do with the banner. I have nothing to do with the banner. I'm excited for a different reason. I'm looking at a New York Knicks team that I think legitimately can compete for the championship, that could end up being one of the final two teams on the stage with 4 games removed from a world championship. That's what I'm thinking about. And I'm telling you right now, as constructed, remember 2 years ago, Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, and them get injured in the Game 7. Indiana takes them out. Last year, they lose to Indiana in 6 games. They get taken out in the conference finals. They lost in Game 7 in the semifinals. I'm looking at them inching closer and closer, and I'm saying you're not taking a step back. You're taking a step forward. I know how damn good of a coach Tom Thibodeau was. I didn't like the fact that he was gotten rid of, but I also know that Mike Brown could coach. Mike Brown knows a thing or two about basketball. I also know that he's better when it comes to player relations. And that's going to go a long way, because when a guy like Mikal Bridges is telling you, yo, we need some rest, you're going to listen to him if you're Mike Brown. We looked at the New York Knicks.